What you will need: SAE OW20 motor oil, a set of automotive ramps, an oil pan, a pair of rubber gloves, a funnel, Fram TG13058 oil filter cap wrench, 14mm socket and wrench.
Hey everybody. Well, today I need to change the oil on my 2014 Toyota Corolla, so I'm going to walk you guys through the process that I do to do that. So yeah, I've already got my car here up on the ramps, and makes it a lot easier for me to get in underneath it to take out the plug and drain the oil. And I've got everything underneath the car already ready to go to change the filter and change the oil. So here, let's get into it right now. The first thing I like to do when I'm changing the oil is loosen up the oil cap and pull up the dipstick. That way the oil drains out a lot easier. It doesn't get locked in. So I'm going to go in underneath the car now, and we're going to drain out the oil. I like to use gloves because oil's messy. I don't like to get it all over my hands. Well, here we are underneath the Toyota Corolla. My Corolla is a 2014. The plug is a 14mm drain plug. So that's what the plug looks like. You'll see it. It's just off from the center on the passenger side, next to the passenger side wheel. You'll see it right there. There's an opening for it. And then your oil filter to change that is right next to that right here. And you'll see I bought the oil filter changer right there. So that goes on there to take that off. 14mm to take that off. And I got a drain barrel here. I'm going to move out of the way. Well, like I said, it's a 14mm bolt for the drain. I've got my oil catch right here underneath. And I'm going to let the oil drain out of here. And then afterwards, I'm going to do the oil filter. So I'm keeping pressure up with my fingers as I'm twisting it out in there. I forgot to get another squash washer like for this, but so I'm going to reuse this one. But they suggest that you get a new one every time. I'm going to just clean it off with the rag that I got here, and I'm just going to let this oil drain out. Okay, right here next to the plug, like I said, I put the plug back on so the oil would stop dripping onto me. And I got the cap put on there. So now I'm going to loosen this off right here. I got it. I did it already with the wrench. And now I'm just doing it by hand. I got my drain container underneath it, so that way when I pull it off, the oil will drip into that and not onto the ground. Here we go. Oh, there you go. So there you can see it dripping, coming out of there. So now I'm gonna let that drain out a little bit more. And then I'm gonna put a new one in, and then I'll close that back up. I'm gonna actually, yeah. Now I'm gonna let this cap off again and let them both fully drain out. So you can see here, I got the oil filter off, and then the drain plug, I'm taking that off again. Just let them both drain out. I'm gonna let that go for about 5 minutes now, you guys. Okay guys, so I'm gonna put the oil filter in now. I'm using a Fram TG13058, and that's good for the 2014 Toyota Corolla because it's fully synthetic. It uses a SAE OW20 motor oil, and I put 4.2 liters in that once I put this oil filter back in there. So I got the box open. They come with a new seal. So you got a little rubber gasket there that you peel that one off and put the new one in, and you just rub a little bit of fresh oil on this one around it, and that'll reseal it. So as you see here, I got the old O-ring right here. I'm gonna pop that one off. I already got my filter put in, and I'm gonna put this new rubber O-ring in. I'm just gonna put a little bit of fresh oil on my finger and rub it on this new O-ring and get that lubed up before I pop it on here. So that oil filter's ready to be installed back into the car now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop this oil filter in, make sure the filter cap and the drain plug are on tight now that they've drained out, and then I'm gonna put the new oil into the car. Okay, now I'm back underneath the car. I'm gonna put this drain plug in. I'm just gonna put it in hand tight here. That way the oil, again, it's pretty much all dripped out. So this is just to make sure any excess doesn't drip on me. And then I'll clean it off. And now I'm gonna put that filter in right there. I got the filter right here in my hand. So now I can pop that filter in. That's got an easy thread on it, and I can just hand tighten that in now. You can use your socket, or you can use a crescent wrench on that if you want it to. I got the socket, so I'm just gonna use that. So I got that in hand tight. I'm gonna put the wrench on that now to get these tighter on both of these. 14 mil on that one. And then you got your regular socket goes into that, and we'll tighten that up. And then I'll be able to put the oil in. Okay, I got my 14 millimeter socket. And I'm just gonna tighten that now. I don't want to go too tight, but I don't want to go too loose. So I just snug it up nice, like right there, not too tight. That's fine right there. And now I'm gonna tighten up this cap for the oil filter. And I don't want to go too tight on that either, because I want to be able to get it off when I change the oil next time. You can tell it's right there, it's starting, and I just snug it a little bit. Now I got to pop this thing off. There we go. So that's in there in place now. Good. Well, now I'm going to take the car down off the ramps, and then I'm going to add the oil in. Well, like I said, now the easy part. I just got to add 4.2 liters of oil into here. I got my funnel there, make it easier on me so I don't make a mess. Always have a rag with you. Clean off my dipstick. And I've already got this. I already know it's just 4.2 liters in this container, so I'm just going to pour everything I got in here into the engine. There we go. Just make sure you put your cap back on. Wipe down anything, a little bit extra. There we go, you guys. And she's filled back up. So there you go, guys. That's the quick and dirty way to change the oil in your Toyota Corolla. This is a 2014 one. I'm not sure if you guys have a different year, if it's the same or not. But anyway, this is how you do it on a 2014 Toyota Corolla Sport. Awesome. Thanks for watching. If this helps you out, I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Cheers, guys. Take her easy. Bye.